Yes, it's Kendall here. Today I have swatches of the new Essie collection for summer 2022. This is called I'll See You Later. I picked these up at Beyond Polish, so I will link that down below in case you are interested in picking these up. I know that these are probably, I think they're also at Ulta, I believe. I have seen them on Amazon. They may even be in stores in different places where you can see them. I picked mine up from Beyond Polish, so I'll link that down below. So again, the collection is called I'll See You Later. We have 5 cream shades and 1 shimmer shade that has been causing quite the stir on social media. So I am going to live swatch everything for you, and then I will talk to you a little bit about the polishes. So this is far from the first time that any brand, particularly Essie, has kind of done this kind of like tropical or kind of like resort kind of collection. I think that for the most part they do them well. So there are a couple in here that I really love and that I'm excited to talk about. So we'll look at the swatches and then we'll do that. So if you have not subscribed to my channel already, please do that. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you always know when new content is uploaded to the channel. I have plenty of it coming your way this week. I am going to be doing, I'm trying to wrap up the spring collections, although I still think they're very relevant, and then I have quite a few summer collections coming your way as well, so I'm very excited about that. You can also find me over on Instagram. You can email me. I will link all of that information down below. So let's just go ahead and get into the swatches. The first polish is called Coconuts for You. Essie describes this as a warm, neutral tan cream with red undertones. So as we get into the first coat here, we have a great formula. This was almost a 1-coater for me. I'm going to do 2 coats. It is super glossy, as Essie creams are. Again, I also really like it when summer collections include a neutral shade of sorts. This reminds me of some of the colors that we saw from the Rocky Rose collection a couple of summers ago. So overall, great formula, great color, nothing to complain about here. Next up, we have the namesake of the collection, I'll See You Later. This is described by Essie as a vibrant magenta cream with blue undertones. This beauty also has an impeccable formula. This one and the purple one that we'll see later on have a bit more of a kind of like a squishiness to them. So they're leaning just a tad bit to the crelly side of cream. This actually ended up being one of my favorites in the collection. It is super bright. And again, super glossy, wonderful 2-coat formula here. I love this tone also for summer. So a great polish and one of my 2 favorites out of the set. The next shade is called Revenge is a Beach. This is described by Essie as a muted, dirty teal cream with yellow undertones. This one is another one that is pretty much opaque in 1 coat, depending on the base coat that you use and your preference. Or maybe even if you're just trying to get out the door, this would be a great option if you wanted to leave it in 1 coat. I am going to do 2 coats here. Though I love teal, I have sort of been over all of the teal polishes that we see coming out, but you can't beat this formula. As you'll see here, I barely even had to do that 2nd coat here. One note about this one, a shade like this can stain your skin, so you do want to be careful about that. The next polish is called Tropic Low. This is described by Essie as a shimmering mossy green with gold duochrome pearls. So this is the 1 shimmer in the collection. This actually ended up being my least favorite of the collection. I don't dislike the color and I don't dislike shimmers, although I do find Essie's shimmers in respect to brush strokes and needing 3 coats to be a bit hit or miss. I don't know, this one just did not really excite me that much. Again, it's not even so much not liking the color. It's not even so much that I don't think it fits with the collection. I think it fits. I think it's fine for summer. I think this would be a great transition shade as we get into fall, you know, later on. But again, just, it didn't really wow me. I did have to be extra careful about brush strokes here. I know they don't bother everyone, but they do bother me. So on that third coat especially, I would just recommend being a little bit extra careful for those. So all in all, not a bad polish, but definitely not my favorite of the collection. Next up is It Sundown. This is described by Essie as a vibrant yellow-orange cream. So just like with greens, Essie has been putting a lot of yellow polishes out over these last few years, and I think that's great. I'm totally here for it. This is not one that is super unique, including in the summer collections that we're seeing this year. Again, I think that this is another great one for fall as well. You may need a third coat if you have longer nails or you do thinner coats, but I was happy with this in 2. Again, great formula, nice color, great glossy finish, nothing to complain about. And the last shade is called Set the Tiki Bar High. This is described by Essie as a deep, vibrant purple cream with red undertones. So I definitely think this is one of my new favorite purples. This is my second favorite of the collection. This one, along with I'll See You Later, it has that really crelly leaning cream formula that is super glossy even before top coat. You get that slightly squishy look on the nail, and I think it's the red undertones in this one that put it over the top for me. Absolutely love it. Flawless, impeccable formula, and a great way to round out the collection. So there you have it, swatches of the new Essie collection for summer 2022. I'll see you later. So just a quick rundown of my thoughts on the polishes. Overall, I really liked the palette in this collection. I liked the color story. There are a few that I'm not super crazy about, but it isn't necessarily because I don't like the polish. It's really more a matter of, you know, I feel like I've kind of been seeing the same colors, you know, personal preference kind of thing. But I'll get into that. I do have 2 favorites. These stood out to me right away. It was no surprise to me. The namesake of the collection, I'll See You Later. I love this pink. It is so bright. It is so in your face. It is a cream, but it is pretty close to a neon. I think that Essie does these colors just, they kill it every time, and I absolutely love this one. No, it isn't unique, but I don't care because it is beautiful. I also like bold shades like this that are a little bit darker for summer, if that makes sense. So I really love that one. The other one, Set the Tiki Bar High. This is probably one of my new favorite purples. I am obsessed with this one. This is one of those polishes that in the bottle, it just looks very typical, very, you know, a nice, bold purple for summer. No, when you put this on the nail, it just is, it's incredible. And I love all of the formulas for the most part I thought were really good. I really love this one because it sits to me perfectly in between a cream and almost like a crelly or a jelly. So it is a cream. It covers perfectly in 1 to 2 coats, but it also kind of has that squishy look that I just absolutely love. And I love that in a jelly or a crelly, but it's still a cream finish for those of you who prefer a cream finish. So this one to me was the knockout of the collection. So those 2 are my favorites. Okay, so getting into the others. And again, it isn't even that I don't like these polishes. I thought they were very pretty. For the most part, I had no formula issues, but I just, for me, for certain reasons that are just for me, I wasn't wild about them. Now, I will say before I get into that, Coconuts For You, I really did like this one. I really enjoy it no matter what season it is when a brand puts in a nice neutral shade. And I thought that this was another example of Essie doing a really good job of that. Plus, I think that it's definitely summer appropriate. It'd even be a good transition shade into fall. You guys know I'm all about that. So I did really like that. Now, having said that, Revenge is a Beach. I think this is pretty, but for some reason, I don't know. I'm just kind of over teals. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think about that. The crazy thing for me is that I actually really love teal. I have many beautiful teal polishes in my collection, and for whatever reason, I just don't wear them very often. I don't know. I think for me too, I tend to go for more of like a green leaning teal, which is crazy because I love blue as well. And this polish is gorgeous. I mean, by the way, the formula is perfection. Again, I love this kind of bright, bold, but a little bit darker shade for the summer, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of over teals. The same thing for It Sundown, which, by the way, that name is awesome. Again, it's really beautiful, and I love a yellow like this in the summer. I think that it's absolutely gorgeous, but again, I think I'm just kind of tired of seeing this color, and not just with Essie, other brands too. I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. Maybe I just feel like I'm seeing it a lot. So I don't know. For me, these weren't exciting for me, even though, again, they swatch beautifully. They're beautiful polishes. Okay, so the shimmer, Tropic Low. First of all, again, I really personally have nothing against this polish. I think it's pretty. I love the fact that Essie has gone above and beyond. Maybe even to the point that I'm almost a little bit tired of doing the greens. I think they've been doing great. I don't dislike the color, but I think maybe I'm just a little tired of it. It kind of, to me, even though it is a little bit lighter, I can get the summer vibe. I don't know, maybe I like the little bit darker, more olive, like darker olive leaning shades. I don't know what it is for me. And then with some of these, I feel like the shimmers, Essie is hit or miss formula wise. Now again, this was not horrible, but I felt like I was having to put in a little bit of effort with brush strokes. Now I know brush strokes don't bother everyone. They're a pet peeve of mine. I don't know how they don't bother other people, but I'm happy for you because they drive me crazy. So if they don't bother you, you do you. I think that's fantastic. But they do bother me. So this wasn't bad. And I didn't even mind building it up in 3 coats. I don't know. For me, it just wasn't, I wasn't excited about it. So yeah, that's the new Essie collection for summer 2022. I hope that I don't sound like I was being super negative about it. I really do think it is a really beautiful collection. That pink and purple to me, which by the way are not unique to my collection, but you know, I love them, and all together, I thought the colors together, the palette is gorgeous. But like I said, with some of them, I just wasn't super overwhelmed. So, but I want to know what you guys think. So let me know what you all think about this collection. Obviously, I have the video here. I'll also be sharing over on Instagram. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video.